Bless Rise, family. Don't judge my room from this side. I don't have it all fancied up for you. I gotta figure out how to hold a camera when I'm not sitting in my little spot. Hello, darling. Y'all, that's my fabulous husband. So, this morning I am sitting on my futon instead, and I'm drinking this tea. So, I started this cleanse this morning. Good morning. Blessed rising. I hope you slept well. I didn't. I stayed up watching movies because I couldn't go to sleep. So I'm drinking this tea. I decided I was going to start this cleanse thing today. The tea's supposed to have stevia or stevia, however you say it, in it, and it doesn't. And I'm not very happy about it. Good morning, gorgeous. So I've done my yoga. It was kind of janky because I'm so stiff. Hello. I'm so stiff because I have been so inconsistent with my yoga. And I'm a certified yoga teacher. Yep. But I'm going to tell you the truth. I've been very inconsistent. So I'm doing this cleanse. It's kind of based around raw diet and stuff. Right, because that's life, right? It's based around this tea. Yeah, we all do. But a lot of times with yoga, the thing is, what we say is, yoga is living your life, without attachment, things like that. So really, technically, you do yoga every day as long as you're working on yourself. So I'm doing this kind of as a reboot again. Mostly, though, so I can get my sleep patterns together. My sleep patterns have been awful. And because I'm not a night owl by nature, so hence the bags under the eyes. So, yeah, I'm trying to get that back on track. Because I'm pretty sure that it has at least a little something to do with diet. So, yeah, so I'm working on that. So I have to, it's based on tea, and then you're supposed to do raw foods. I'm not sure I'm going to do raw foods because it's too daggone cold. I'm just not. I've done a 21-day raw food fast before, and it was awesome. But it was also in the summertime when I had access to good food. Wintertime is not the time, in my opinion, to do a raw food cleanse. So one thing that I did want to talk to y'all about today that just happened to come up when I was talking to this wonderful, wonderful woman I know, Iyamawiya. She is an Oya priestess. She is an amazing juju woman, like born and bred that way, which a lot of us didn't get that privilege of being born into that culture, So she's literally rooted in it, and she is the most beautiful chocolate thing you ever want to see. So she was telling me something this morning, and it made me think of a lesson that I'm having to learn, which oddly enough is, thank y'all for the hearts, and thank y'all for joining. Top of the morning to you. But this lesson I've been having to learn for some time, but it keeps coming back to me over and over in the last maybe 2 weeks, is that I have to leave people to learn their own lessons. Peace, peace, peace. How you doing? Happy rising. Blessed rise. Nice haircut. Thank you. It's actually growing out. It was much shorter. But I have to lead people to their lessons. Y'all listen. That is such a hard lesson for me because I think that I'm supposed to save all of womankind. And I've always been that way. Not necessarily just women at the time, but I see people that I think need to be saved or defended, and I'm there with a cape on and everything. Which is good to a degree with people that can't defend themselves. And okay, bye. Who can't defend themselves, and good morning, sunshine. Like when I was at the nursing home, it was okay for me to defend them because I work with mostly dementia patients and things like that. So I was supposed to, defend them and advocate for them. But what I found is that I sit up here and advocate for grown ass women. Like, I want to take up for them. Like, when I see somebody has been wronged or something like that, it's like I'm in it. Like, I'm like, who did it? You know, and I'm ready to like buck. I'm pissed. I'm mad like they did it to me. That was Maui messaging me. But I'm in it like they did it to me. And I can't do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I'm talking to myself, telling myself that I cannot do that. Cause I be hot. And the thing is that it's something that I have in Gemini, like my communication or my Mars or something, Mercury or Mars, one of them. But I enjoy a good argument. I know I can, but I be wanting to. I enjoy a good argument. I enjoy a good debate. And the part is, I don't have feelings invested in it. It's literally a mind game. So I can like argue all day and not feel nothing about it. It becomes like literally I'm a cat with a ball or a cat with a mouse. I'm just playing while you mad. And so, I find myself now on Facebook. Sometimes I will do that just for fun. I'll post controversial stuff just to clear out my friends list or whatever. But, it's like with stuff that means something, I got to really stop, like seriously. Because one of my sisters was done wrong. She was lied on. But she had a lesson to learn, right? Yeah, me too. I ain't even like full on working on it. I'm just acknowledging it first. Then once I get it good and acknowledged, then I work on it. But somebody had wronged her, and I know they wronged her. And it wasn't just because I love her. It was because I know that part of her. Like, I'm very aware, and I saw what happened, and I know her process and things like that. So I knew she had been wronged. And oh my God, I wanted to jump all in the scuffle, honey. I was ready. I had my boxer gloves on. I had my boxer shorts on. I was ready to get it, So the thing was, though, I had to like, sometimes that's what you got to do. It's just that simple. Just breathe it out, right? And then they can learn this lesson. This is a grown woman. She's not going to go under from this. She is stronger than this. You do not have to be her strength for this. Now, may be a time when I do have to be her strength, but not for this. This she can handle, and this she has to get the lesson from. Although I was furious, she had to get the lesson. And so I guess that's the morning talking tea, is that we have to, I know. I understand that. We have to let people get these lessons. Now, I'm going to tell you the interesting thing is, because you said that, is I had somebody to my house once that I felt like was extremely rude. They disrespected my time. They disrespected my space. And I sucked it up because of somebody else. They were doing a service for somebody else. And when I was going to say something to them, I wasn't going to jump on them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't above jumping on people, but I feel like that's the last resort. At my age, that's a self-defense thing. I'm too damn old to be fighting with people. You be sore in the morning. But she didn't feel like she should apologize or nothing. And the person who jumped between me and the lady knew that I was pissed off. She knew, and she stood between me and the lady. And I was so mad. See, this is the stupid part, because she did exactly what I normally would do. She knew I was pissed. And she stood between me and the lady. And I told her later, I said, don't you ever do that to me again. When somebody got something coming and you know that they were wrong, don't you ever stand between me and saying what I got to say to another grown-ass woman. Okay, but I might as well have been talking to myself, because I do the exact same thing. The exact same thing. And that's how lessons work. It's like the very thing that piss you off so much is the very thing that you mess around and do, because it's all about the reflections and the vibrations, whichever one, you ascribe to. Um, Sometimes it's a reflection because it turns back exactly the way it is to you. Sometimes it's a vibration, meaning that just like with music, you have some notes that right. You have some notes that are, harmonious. You have some notes that are united. They're the same note, and you have some notes that are like that horrible discord. You know. So when we talk about vibrations, kind of think of music. Keep music in mind. Because we can have harmonious, unity, and discord. Um. So, yeah. I should do a video on that. But anyway, so that's my morning talking tea. If y'all want to know what tea detox or whatever, thank you. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Um, y'all can inbox me or something on Facebook, and I'll tell you. The other thing that I've gotten away from is I'm not doing no more free advertising for people that don't have my heart. Because it's not good business. I've made a lot of people a lot of money on my review videos that I have on YouTube. I'm sorry. I've made a lot of people. Well, welcome back though. What's my name on Facebook? Ifashayo Egunjobi. But the middle one is Wild Women Do As They Please. If you look at Wild Women Do As They Please, you'll find my you're welcome. You'll find my business page, and you should find my name. You should find my personal page. But yeah, I'm not doing any more free adverts for people that don't have my heart. It just doesn't make sense. Plus, I don't even know how I feel about this one yet. We just trying it out because most of the work is falling to me. I do like it so far because it's a tea, so I'm not having to take pills. I don't do too well with pills. I feel like with a tea, I'm working on hydration and I'm getting the herbal benefits. So I do kind of like that. I have no clue as to what I'm going to eat today, though. It won't be raw. I'm eating some, I like those little emoticons. I do have some pears that I'm going to work on. But that'll probably be all I eat that's raw today. I'm going to do maybe vegan, vegetarian. Because I did hardcore vegan, and y'all, my B12 dropped through the floor. It was awful. My husband will tell you, I was sitting around looking like a drunk most of the time. So that's the other thing with the morning tea that we're going to have this morning. Eat what your body needs. Don't be running around here doing stuff because you're trying to be deep, and then you got to take a bunch of supplements. Y'all, this lizard is jumping all over the place this morning. I'm like, why are you jumping everywhere? This is too much. But anyway, at Carl, what up, though? So, yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I might do another update. We're going to see how this cleanse thing goes. I'm trying to do more personal scopes so y'all can get to know me a little bit better. And it takes a while. Because I do know that my body requires at least a little bit of animal product. Meat, fish, eggs, something. My stomach, I don't even try to play with pork. I ate pork on accident. I was a teenager, early 20s. Tore my stomach up. So I haven't touched it since then. But everything else, no, I'm not above eating anything else. But I think I'm going to stick with fish. I'm going to try to stick with fish. But fish so janky now. It's worse than chicken as far as all the junk that's in it. But I'm going to tell y'all, when I go down to Georgia, I eat whatever she cook. Y'all look up Lola's Kitchen, too, because I be telling y'all about Lola's intuitive readings. Mama Lola's Kitchen. I always say she cooked like a big butt old grandma. Oh, my God. Her food is so good. We scared all the meat in the States here. I don't know if you here or not, if you're in the States, but, that's why I guess you got to cleanse every now and again. I don't know. Because the vegetables ain't no better. They just had a huge recall on the bag, on the bag salads. And it's like, okay, so this time of year, if you don't have the bag salads, what you going to eat? Because the bag salads are cheaper most of the time than the bundled lettuces and stuff like that. So what you gonna eat? Because I don't know that washing it in vinegar. Right, right. That's why they could eat like that, because the stuff was on the farm, the stuff was on the land. They knew exactly what the cow was eating. Even the pigs. I mean, we can say we want to, but the fact is that our grandparents looked very good and they were very healthy eating pig from the rooter to the tutor, literally. So it's like you could say what you want to. Now, do I want to eat pork? Not particularly. However, I cannot deny the fact that they were still healthier eating pork than we are being vegan now. So sit with that for a little bit. So yeah, I don't know, because my granddaddy used to eat like pig brain. No, was it pig brains or something? Scrambled in egg. Just you in West Virginia, you up by my niece. Our snow finally melted. I'm in North Carolina, so we have some ice. The snow didn't last long. It turned into ice pretty quickly. So I don't like cold anyway, period. I'm a summer baby. Like, my birthday is literally the summer solstice. So I can like never be cold. The only reason I like for it to do this is because it gets rid of the mosquitoes. Well, not rid of the mosquitoes, but you know, you need a good freeze to kill all the mosquitoes. Pig feet are gross. My ex-husband used to eat pickled pig feet, and I mean, ugh, I was like, I never could figure out if they were raw and just in vinegar or what. But no, I don't want any either, but I'm just saying their pigs were healthier than probably these cows and stuff that we have now. Because look, at least it was eating whatever it is that pigs eat. I know they're opportunistic eaters, but I'm like, at least they had to be healthier than the crap. Because now they shot up with everything. They laying in their own excrement and all that stuff. Yeah, you don't really know. You don't really know. Look, I guess that's why you got to make sure you say your grace. You got to give thanks. And you got to do, right, exactly. You got to do your cleanses and all that stuff. And then you got to hope that stuff is really what it's supposed to be. But you know what? Yeah. And then you got to be careful of the ground. But you know what? The thing is that we can't live in fear. You just got to do the best that you can. Yeah. You just got to do the best that you can. And that's in life in general. You just got to work with what you got, do the best that you can. Because the interesting thing is that eating organic is something that's what do you call it? It's basically like something, if you have enough money, you can do it. Even a lot of times eating vegetarian and vegan, if you live in the right neighborhoods where you have access to stores, you can do it. But a lot of times our folk just don't have opportunities to go eat like that. Yeah, it's a trend for the rich. And so the thing is that that's why I want us to make sure and be careful that we're not judging those who can't do better. Or even if they can, if they've been exposed to, you know, the American diet, the American way of eating, as we call it. They doing what they know how to do, because a lot of times we sit in judgment and it's like, okay, but your ass ain't but a couple of months out from that. Because I'm going to tell y'all something, then I'm geared to go for real. I'm going to tell y'all something that's been really pissing me off. Y'all know that lady that's been cooking fried chicken in that big old foil pan, aluminum pan on her stove? It's a video. And everybody keep passing around talking about how stupid she is, and it's going to be this fire hazard, her house going to get caught on fire and stuff like that. And I understand it is a fire hazard, because all it takes is for a crack in that aluminum pan and that oil to hit that eye, and potentially her house could go up in flames. I'm not saying that it's the best idea, but what I'm saying is how you know, how you know that she ain't doing what she know how to do. Because I have yet to hear anything about anybody saying, you know, I tried to contact that sister and tell her, girl, your house might burn down. Have you thought about if it has a crack in the pan, that the oil could get on the eye, it could catch your house on fire? You know, because when grease go up, it's bad, you know. And a lot of people don't know how to put out a grease fire. But has anybody made an effort to say to her, hey, that's not a good idea, that's not safe? And I'm not saying nobody has, but I'm saying a lot of times we clown people for what they don't know. And baby, if people had been clowning me, and I'm sure they did behind my back, just like they doing her, clown me for the stuff that I didn't know, honey, they could still clown me for the stuff I don't know. If you think about it, your knowledge is so finite and minuscule in the scope of the universe. You know, if we talk about in the scope of the indigenous people that live here, if we talk about animal knowledge, we ain't even on the chart as far as the connectedness to the earth and that type of knowledge. You're dumber than most animals out here. That's how people died in that tsunami, because they didn't know to follow the animals when the animals ran. The animals going uphill, and I tell my kids all the time, you see a whole bunch of animals going in one direction, you go too, especially if those animals don't normally, travel together, follow them. But yeah, it's just with that kind of stuff, because I'm going to tell you, life got a way of tripping you up and making you look like the jackass in public next. So, anyway, thank y'all for all the love and the hearts and stuff. I'm here to go finish this tea that's not very tasty. It's not nasty either, but I'm going to go finish it, eat my pears, and drink this little boo-boo mix she got in there too. It's got like senna and flaxseed and stuff. You're supposed to mix it in juice, but I know if I don't hurry up and drink it fast, it's going to turn into slime because of the flaxseed. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Yeah, it's a boo-boo. You know it's a boo-boo mix. She called it something cute, but it's a boo-boo mix. It is. It's supposed to make you boo-boo. Yeah. Hello. How are you? I'm just scared to get off though, but you can catch a replay. Yeah, it's got senna and flaxseed. And senna will gripe you. I'm well, thank you. Senna will gripe you if you don't have enough water. Just so y'all know. So, anywho, I'm here to I'm in the States, in North Carolina. I'm here to go off so I can go finish my tea. Yes, grounded. And that's what I did. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't like that, and I understand why she ground the flaxseed for ease of use for people. But I'm gonna tell y'all, the only thing is that ground flaxseed loses some of its omega fatty whatevers within I think a couple of hours of being ground. So I kind of disagree with that, but I'm gonna use it anyway just because it's part of the system. So that way, if I do for some reason feel like doing an actual review for it, then I'll be able to speak on it in totality when y'all ask me about it. So anyway, y'all, enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Thank you, you too. See, I don't eat them whole, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you have any kind of those little pockets in your you thought it wasn't good. No, it's not good to eat them whole. But I have a grinder. I have a coffee grinder and a Vitamix. So I usually just put them in there to grind them. So it's kind of like the best of two evils. You too. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yeah. So that's that. That's why I don't like, because I know I'm not getting all the stuff in it. So, these are good pears. You too, thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna go for real. Stop talking to me, Passion. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go for real. Let's see if I can cut this off.